racking up some kills. And let's move on to who are you trying to watch there? Gunjar as we jump on board with Theory here. Astro's still getting that driver's seat down for podcasting. As Theory, let's see what he can do for the TK team. He obviously came up very big for the squad yesterday and put on a show. He's going to catch a knife from Scumpy right there as we switch over to Gunjar. Clayster takes him out. Now Formal, a Slayer for TK that really does his job for this squad, making sure that he can take everybody out that he gets in a fight with, getting up a nice kill there as Formal takes out Embos. They're going to make a push for B. OpTic does control both A and B. So this is a nice pickup for OpTic to rack up some of these points, and you've got TK trying to get in there, contest it, and pull this B flag away from the OpTic Gaming squad as Scump goes in there, takes out Formal, who moved his way into B.
Yeah, and you know, Formal looked like he was just trying to cut off that front A side for his teammates to pick up A, but he actually moved into B there. And right now, you see TK having to wrap all the way back around now because they got taken out coming over to that A flag. So Theory now with a teammate picking up that B flag capture, and TK with control of those two flags now. And Theory's just going to cut off this A side, A stairs. He's got Sharp with a cross right now. This is a great setup by Team Caliber.
Sticking on board with Theory here. He's just keeping an eye out on B. They're going to be trying to get C. Somebody's taking it away for the OpTic Gaming squad, and Theory just got blown up right there. I think that was Embos that was able to pick him up. Sharp picks up a nice two-piece, taking out both Embos and Clayster. Formal backpedaling a little bit to get these guys that he knows that are trying to sneak into B. Looks into C if anybody's down there, and he will go for the C cap. Knowing that he is losing A and B, though, this is going to be one cap for TK. Well, yeah, and not even able to get that. So OpTic Gaming playing really well here to kick off domination. And you've got TK stuck in B with OpTic Gaming controlling both A and C. It's going to be up to TK to break this hold.
Yeah, no, OpTic Gaming gets 3 down. And there you see the spawn trap coming out now from OpTic. This is a great opportunity for them to rack up some points. And Sharp just trying to get outside of their base right now on the B side. So it looks like Sharp actually managed to push through with maybe Gunjar right there in tow. Gunjar goes down. Sharp, he's tagged up. He's really weak right now, but he's going to go ahead and jump on the C flag nonetheless. Meanwhile, OpTic jumping on that B flag. Let's jump on board with them and see what they're up to. You see them kind of hovering around the B side. It looks like they're going to be able to pick up that B flag, and they control A. So now another 2 flag set up for OpTic Gaming.
And a kill out of Scump. He's protecting people coming out of the pro shop trying to take A. And OpTic Gaming controlling both B and A to make sure that they're getting the points that they need for this matchup. 47-40, a 7-point lead here with 2 minutes left in the half. Scump finally getting taken out. That's actually going to be 3 players down for OpTic, leaving Nadeshot up all alone in B, as now they are going to be losing A to TK. They're going to try to get out of B so they don't get stuck in here and go for that C cap.
Yeah, this is the situation OpTic doesn't want to be in, but Nadeshot picking up a nice kill right there to push his team out to C flag. He's got 3 players there with OpTic Gaming, and that's going to be a big C flag cap for them, it looks like. Actually, there is one player from TK contesting that now. And there you go. They do manage to get control of the C and B flags.
Yeah, big heads-up play for Nadeshot to recognize 3 are down and that he had his C gone. He had to go push out, got that a good kill. They were able to backpedal, hold on to B, but yet again losing C as TK fighting hard to control that A and C, and this time trying to turn it around and push OpTic into the B cap only. Yeah,
and Scump just started to heat up, so we're going to jump on board with him. Big kill out of Scump right here. He's got a teammate with him, but a TK player comes in and just smokes both of them. Who was that for TK? I'm going to try and jump over to them and see who that was. It looks like it was Formal going big for Team Caliber, and he's picking up that A flag cap as well.
And Formal gets taken out there, and I believe that was at the hands of Nadeshot. And let's see as we jump on board with Sharp for TK, 65-60, a very close domination game so far. Both of these teams have obviously gone back and forth a lot. Battle going down at B. Scump's going to take out Gunjar. Gunjar picking up another Formal rather than trying to pick up that kill. Does finally get it, but it's taken out right after by Embos. That's going to be 3 down for OpTic Gaming with only Scump up as the rest of the TK team is spotting in.
Now, Theory was struggling a little bit a second ago. He was 4-11. Now he's made it 8-12. So he's kind of gone off in the last 30 seconds or so. And Team Caliber is about to take the lead over OpTic Gaming. And now you see Theory pushing for this flag here at B. He's not going to be able to pick that up, but forces some OpTic players to come back to that B flag. Meanwhile, you have, looks like Nadeshot capping the C flag here. He's going to pick that up for OpTic, and that's going to give them 1 more point on the board. But look how close the game is here, Fwiz, between OpTic and Team Caliber. OpTic take a 1-point lead headed into the second half of this map number 1 in our best of 5 series.
Well played by both squads there. Hard-fought battle. Theory did have a slow start to your point, was able to put 5 caps on the board for his squad, and as you can look at the stats, very evenly matched between these two teams. A lot of them Miriam and Scump with 17 kills on the leaderboard. So couldn't ask for it to be really much closer than it is right here going into the second half.
Oh, absolutely not. And, you know, the Rumble pack just went off in the controller, so you know what that means.
For sure.
It didn't do that all day yesterday. It knows. It knows.
It knows what's really good.
Yeah, it really does. And taking a look at the scoreboard here, you see Scumpy living up to the hype. He was, again, had the highest average kills per game in the U.S. Regional Championship there. And now he is living up to that again. 17 and 11 with 2 captures. He's the reason OpTic is in this game right now, and with that 1-point advantage.
All right, well, let's load it back up in here, get into the second side of this domination. 1-point difference here in favor of OpTic Gaming as they were able to get a close cap there towards the end to that one that was neutralized that made the difference.
And look at Theory. He was struggling so hard in that game early on, and then he came back and he had top score for his team. I mean, he was doing the objective work. To be fair, you know, you're never going to have the best kill-death ratio when you're doing all that objective work, especially in a map like Strike Zone.
I was going to say, see more caps obviously happen on Strike Zone, where there's more, just generally speaking, more caps that are happening on a smaller map like that because it's so much back and forth, and you're constantly seeing these points contested. Both of these teams found one another stuck in B. Both of them actually did a good job pushing themselves out of that. We didn't really, again, the score speaks for himself. It was very evenly matched between these two teams.
Yeah, and I think the second half is going to be no different. The map is loading up right now.
You think it's going to be? You think it's going to come down to the wire?
Come down to the wire.
I feel like one of these teams. Yeah. Now that makes sense. I feel like one of these teams might blow it out in the last 2 minutes, though. So I'm ready to see it. Let's see if it happens.
Let's check it out. We're going to jump into this game right now, and let's take a look at who can do what.
Who can do what, my friend?
Yeah.
Truer words have never been spoken.
That's right. So I don't know who you want to spectate first, Fizz.
Let's get on board with, you know what, Nate Shot.
That's who I was going for myself.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, let's watch it.
He's got a lot of fans out there. We joke around and stuff, and a lot of people want to see him. And when we don't show him, then people are very mean to us.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. I mean, there's a lot of pressure in the situation. And no, I'm just saying there's a lot of pressure in the situation. Let's see how he performs. You know, I mean, here's Clayster now on your screen. He's got to get this kill on the C flag. He doesn't manage to do it, and that's going to be advantage towards TK right now.
Yeah, 3
as
down.
They do have men in the B flag as well. But actually, OpTic did a great job pushing into that B side, but that's the only flag they're going to have control of, as TK does have the A and C flag set up now. So a good early start for Team Caliber.
Yeah, and actually it was really Gunjar that led the way. He went 3-0 and got a cap there, so Gunjar had an amazing start to help out the TK squad there. Formal getting taken out by Clayster, who was on C. As we switch back over to Nate Shot, he too gets taken out. Clayster on a little bit of a roll, but gets taken out by Sharp, who picked up the 2-piece on both Nate Shot and Clayster there. As we're sticking on with the OpTic squad in the eyes of Enbos, as they are just getting knocked out left and right, as that was going to be Formal that takes out Enbos. Jumping on board with the Team Caliber squad, we've got Gunjar, who's trying to pull out C, looking up there, picks up a huge kill on Enbos, and solo caps that. Great job by Gunjar, holding it down for the squad. They've got a lead starting to build up for them as Gunjar is doing really well. 6-1 with 3 caps. He sees one more here. Let's see if he's able to get the kill. And no, must not have seen that player who was Nate Shot, making sure that they don't lose A. Formal clearing him off of B, holding both B and C. Has 2 on the steps, picks up 1 while stunned, gets pushed there. That is going to be Clayster, rather Enbos, that pushes him and takes him out. So Formal was off to a good run there.
Yeah, that was a huge run by Gunjar, too. I mean, Gunjar was just running around, slaying everything, but right now, OpTic's coming right back with a fury. You see 3-4 players go down for Team Caliber, but Team Caliber has jumped out to a 16-point lead here, but OpTic Gaming now has 2 flags. Let's see if they can actually manage to get a little bit of a setup here on TK and rack up a few points to bring it back. We have 3 minutes left to go. If you're just joining us, this is map number 1, Team Caliber versus OpTic Gaming. This is the first match in our bracket here at the Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox. We are now down to our 16 final teams, and they have 2 matches that they can lose before they're out of this tournament.
Yeah, no, it's group play is over. It's double elimination time, and for obvious reasons, you don't want to find yourself going into a loser bracket with all that talent that's in there. So much money on the line, high expectations for both of these squads to finish, you know, without a doubt in the top 4, but this is it right here on the line. As we're on board with Sharp, he gets taken out by Clayster. That's actually going to be 3 TK members that get dropped. Theory up all alone for his squad, waiting for his friends to respawn in. He's going to get taken out as well. But timing, at least the rest of the TK squad was able to go on. Clayster losing that gun battle with Sharp in a 1v1. as we jump on board with Embo's going to chuck a Semtex in there. Not able to connect on that, as he just wants to make sure nobody takes B, and there's 3 TK players in there. Embo's and Scump trying to make something happen.
Huge play out of Embos.
Goonjar and protect that base. Embos is doing just that as he's able to hold B. He's firing shots everywhere.
Yeah, he's just hyped right now. Money
Ric
B.
Flair woos are coming out.
Yeah, that's right. He's just so pumped right there after picking up that big 2-piece. That was a massive 2-piece, by the way. TK would have gotten control. And look at OpTic. They're going for this 3-cap, trying to get back in the game and close TK out. They've now taken the lead over Team Caliber. This is going to be huge for them. A minute and a half left to go. TK is in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Minute and 23 seconds left. That's a good time for OpTic to just kind of turn it up a little bit. And Embos is on fire right now. Going to stay on this man.
But look at this. TK's inside the B flag right now. That is going to be Theory, who just picked up the capture on B. Team Caliber now with 2 flags controlled. OpTic only up 8 points overall in this domination, so they're going to have to really pick up a flag here. Here comes Goonjar down the stairs.
Oh, that was a big miss.
That was a huge kill. Clayster going massive right now for OpTic. Big time plays out of him.
That could have cemented the win, and with how big of a stop that was, they can continue to hold that. Embo's not getting in. However, a TK player in there. Scump picks up a huge kill, only allowing it to get neutralized there, but they'll take that over losing it. However, they are starting to lose the A site as well, so we're going to jump on board with Clayster here, who's been doing a phenomenal job holding A. This time he's got to secure it back from TK, who was able to pick that flag up and neutralize it. So Clayster trying to lock that under OpTic's name. He does that.
And here we go.
Out. C in control and A in control for OpTic Gaming, which is exactly what they needed to shut this game down. And it looks like, without a doubt, OpTic Gaming going to pull the win out here on Domination Strike Zone.
And you know what? Embos was at the C flag. I switched to him a little late, but he went massive, picking up a huge kill on TK at that C flag to lock it down for OpTic Gaming. And there you go.
He enabled that beast mode at the end.
Yeah, so OpTic Gaming had a big stumble early this morning, losing to Epsilon in what was a pretty one-sided round. 3-0 to Epsilon, and they come roaring back here versus Team Caliber. Big games out of Scump and Embos for OpTic Gaming. Huge plays out of both of them, and there you see Nade Shot on your final kill cam with the hip fire.
The Scump and Clayster hype train gets real after they win.
My controller just vibrated again.
Oh my gosh.
It's really kind of telling the tale of what's going on here. But there you see Nade Shot and Clayster on your screen for OpTic Gaming. They've got to be pumped after that first map win. That's got to give them a lot of confidence heading into map number 2 here versus Team Caliber. Here come the replays, Fwiz. Let's take a look at what just went down in this game. You have Formal going off huge here at the beef site, picking up 2 big kills. You see his shot is just on point, and now Scump picking up this A flag capture. 1 player coming through the courtyard for TK. No big deal, Scump. Perfect shots right there to pick that one up, and the flag contest. And now you have Theory pushing in to that B flag, going to throw a pre-nade there, but he gets taken out there, that B flag, and that was a big momentum changer. OpTic picking up that setup.
Yeah, they got the point difference there at the end of the game, and although a point really doesn't mean anything, it really was where you started to see OpTic kind of get a little bit more excitable in the booth there, getting a little more hyped up, and then this game was close. To your point, you called it. It was close all the way down to the wire, but at the end there, you just saw Embos and the rest of the squad just turn up on another level, and that's really what made the difference at the end of this game. So nice play out of them.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, both of you and I are glued to the screen over here when it cuts back to us. It's like, we can see ourselves. We're like, wow. Yeah. So, I mean,
hello, everyone.
It's a good game going down, and it's a huge one. It's a really, really big matchup. And the top of this bracket is stacked. Like, it's literally where these guys are playing right now. It's OpTic, Team Caliber, SB, and Envy, all in the same four group bracket right there. So, you know, that's not easy by any means. The whole bracket is a bracket of death. It is. The whole bracket is, but those 4 teams right there, considering that they play each other so much, they're all North American teams that are all very familiar, all within, you know, probably the top 8 teams in North America. That's preach it. Take them to church. That's where we're going, man. Where we're going. All day long. All day long. So a big win coming out of OpTic Gaming there in game number 1. But before we jump into game number 2, let's throw it down on the floor with Justine.